Getting back to the Chinese yuan, we're currently sitting at 6.92. If you like a short CNY as your play, what numbers are you targeting?
We have no real target at the moment. It's really sort of a direction of travel, especially against other Asian currencies. In this regards, for us, it works both ways, right? One, China at the moment is easing against the Fed, who is hiking. But then if you do get a turnaround and you do get some dollar weakness, any sort of EM currencies will appreciate substantially more compared to CNY in this particular juncture.
I love the way you brought up whether or not we get more dollar weakness, because that really is the key, isn't it? Whether we like it or not, all roads still lead to what's going on with the US dollar, which has come off its highs. Would you expect more weakness despite the Fed continuing to hike?
Yeah, on a valuation perspective, you like to think that you can get some weakness in the US dollar. And at some point, the Fed has to start sounding a little bit more wary about growth and a little bit more dovish. But it's hard to call it. I'll be honest. It's conviction is low because while the Fed is while the Fed is probably going to slow down somewhat, they're not confident about whether or not they're going to get inflation back down to its 2%. It's not about just inflation turning lower. It's about whether or not inflation will get back to 2%. And so long as it doesn't get back to 2%, because that is their target ultimately, you're looking at a Fed that will continue hiking. So it depends on how aggressive they sound. And at this point, like I said, valuations do look very attractive to start going long other currencies. But it is a fairly low conviction call. So for us, it's really the pair trades which we're trying to sort of put forth at the moment. Going a bit more bullish, sort of in terms of EM currencies, but not aggressively so.